This is the Partners Project with Shira Lazar. We're interviewing people all day, all day. We're in a studio setting with a cool backdrop, with our Ray-Bans all day. Partners Project! Partners Project! Partners Project!
Oh yeah!
Partners Project!
Hello everyone, welcome to the Partners Project. I'm right now with Jimmy Wong.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. We have a little coffee area, a glass area here.
Yep.
Don't play with the glass.
Someone needs to fill my water back up.
So tell me about your style of videos. What's a Jimmy Wong video all about?
For the most part, very musical.
Bye, bye, bye.
In fact, they are actually all musical.
They're musical.
They're musical.
What goes around comes back around, yeah, my baby.
They range anywhere from sort of reimaginings of modern songs into different genres. So like I did a rock cover of a Britney Spears song.
I wanna go all the way.
Or a piano ballad version of a Lady Gaga song.
There ain't no reason you and me should be alone tonight.
Or, you know, they can be on the comedic side too.
Here we go.
That's was sort of my big claim to fame, was I released a video in response to like a racist UCLA girl.
And underneath the pounds of makeup and your baby blue eyes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of, you know, it ranges, but for the most part, they're music videos. It's me performing, playing different instruments, or just doing sort of the Jimmy Wong interpretation of a particular piece of music.
But time makes you bolder. Children get older.
So you recently moved to Los Angeles.
Year and a half ago.
Year and a half. You're a newbie.
I am a newbie. It's funny though, because everyone says, whenever I tell someone, like it was worse like 6 months ago, when I was like, oh, I moved here 6 months ago. The same, it's always a reaction like, oh my goodness. It's like, you are too cute.
Well, I've been here, I think, almost 8 years. That's like Geezerville for you.
It's true. Well, not Geezerville. You're certainly not a
I'm a veteran. I'm a wise.
You're a veteran, that's what
I'm
you are.
wise.
You're Angelian.
Yes.
Oh, I've arrived.
So where are you from? You're from Seattle.
Seattle,
Tell me
Washington.
about what it was like growing up.
In Seattle.
In Seattle, were you, I mean, you were into acting and singing and everything back then. How did you get into all of this?
I got more into acting when I was in college, but I was always arts was always interesting to me. You know, it was always a balance. Freddie and I went to a smaller private school, so there was always a good balance of, you know, artistic programs and the non-artistic programs. However, is there a name for
No,
that?
I went to an
Academic.
artsy-fartsy school.
Yeah, it was a little artsy.
Like very
fartsy.
liberal arts type.
Yeah, definitely. And we grew up playing piano, and you know, I love listening to music and stuff, and so that always just sort of was part of our life growing up.
Yeah, and he's of course talking about his brother, who's many of you probably know, Freddie Wong.
He shoots guns. I play songs.
You're
and he
the more
shoots guns.
creative, like the artsy-fartsy soft one.
That's right. Soft.
I am soft.
Hey,
You're both
ladies.
artsy in your own way. What is that like? Because I'm sure it's kind of like the thing that's always around.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's true. There's always, I don't know. It's funny because no one knows until you tell them, and even when you tell them, it's still like I get at least 20 comments a video being like, "Are you really Freddie's brother?" At first, it was like, "Wait, are you Freddie's brother?" And it turned into, "Are you really Freddie's
just
brother?"
because you're Asian doesn't mean.
I know exactly.
Freddie's brother.
That's the best comment. It's like, I don't mean to be racist, but you happen to have the same last name. It's like you're not being racist if two people are named like something McDonald, there's a good chance they're related.
Totally.
So there you go. Yeah, but it's fun to be brothers because we both get to do YouTube and I get to learn from him and stuff.
Did he inspire you to get into YouTube, or how did that work?
He definitely was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Just because he's definitely proven, I think, to a lot of people that you can be successful on YouTube, both in the mainstream media and sort of on the online sort of circuit. And he also showed me how important it was to have an online following. And I came to LA originally a year and a half ago as a newbie to do acting. And at first I was like, I don't want to act on YouTube. YouTube is crappy. I don't want to do acting on YouTube. It's like, I'm going to go for real films and TV shows and stuff. But, you know, I didn't really realize at the time how important it was to have an online following. And I would help out with Freddie's films, and I'd sort of get more of a taste of it every single time, like something bigger happened to him or something more awesome. You know, you get like a guest cameo for someone. I'm like, wait. Like, I was just doing this constantly. Like, why is it working like that?
You're like, what? It's all coming together.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And I finally just decided, you know, both from his encouragement and sort of me finally being less stubborn about it, just to start doing it myself.
Yeah. What are your inspirations?
Just in general?
Yeah, or musically that inspire you for your YouTube videos?
Jewish Canadians.
Oh, no.
Inspirations come from all over the place. When I grew up, I was always inspired by classical music, because that's what we played when we first studied piano. So like these beautiful like orchestral pieces and stuff. And listening to classical music, even though I don't do it as much now. And then, you know, past that, you know, I've always been inspired by going to see bands live and sort of the experience of a concert, the experience of getting people together and the power of music. And another big inspiration recently has been just, I don't know, living in LA can be sort of, can make you feel like you're stuck or make you like not happy, but at the same time there's so much stuff that's going on here. It's really what you make of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that goes for any city you're in, but LA especially, because there's always someone doing something artistic or always someone creating something. And with YouTube especially, and being friends with YouTubers, you're always, you know, being amazed or stunned by these awesome pieces of work that people are putting out. So the people that I work around inspire me more than anything else, because it's always like, if you're not doing well and someone else does something awesome, it's not like a, oh man, sorry, I guess you can't do it. It's more of like a, you know, they punch you in the shoulder.
Totally.
And it's like, this is great. You could do something just like this. Get inspired, you know, get working and do something fun too. So.
Yeah, anything is possible. You have to raise the bar. When you see someone else doing something, instead of being jealous, you have to look at it as, okay, no, let me try to do something also great. Frame
it in like the right light, and, you know, as long as you love what you're doing too, you're never gonna have a problem working hard at it. You know, obviously, if you don't want to be in a cubicle job and you're at a cubicle job, you're not gonna, you know, someone being like, you just need to have the right attitude.
I want to get to a better cubicle.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I don't like pushing papers all day, but if you know, if you love doing something like painting, you know, or it doesn't even have to be artistic, but as long as you love it, you're gonna work hard at it, and you're not gonna feel, you know, pressure in the same way you would a job that you don't enjoy doing.
Yeah. Where do you see the future of all this in terms of where music and YouTube is coming together?
It's an interesting question. I think if you ask anyone where they see their music or listen to their music, you're going to get a large portion of the response is going to be YouTube. Like music videos, they don't go anywhere but YouTube. You know, Vivo has one of the biggest channels on YouTube, and it's, you know, for good reason. I think YouTube, if anything, and you've actually sort of seen this, they've started doing Music Tuesdays and stuff, where they have artists come in and have featured playlists and stuff, and they're definitely trying to push that aspect of YouTube as a place to go exclusively for new music, discovering new artists and stuff. Yeah. And I think that's actually a really great thing, because in a lot of ways, you know, record labels and stuff lament about how pirating and all this stuff is destroying the music industry. But really the great thing is that by pirating and by sharing stuff online for free, because you know, it doesn't cost anything for you to watch a YouTube video. You know, obviously sometimes you're seeing ads and stuff, and that is how people make money, but it doesn't cost anything for you, the viewer, except for your internet cost. And if anything, the fact that it's free makes it just easily shared. And that, I think, is the power of YouTube and the internet. And I'm really glad that YouTube's actually making steps to incorporate more music and sort of make that more of a spotlight, because, you know, it's an important part of the YouTube culture. You know, outside of the cat videos and the fail videos, you know, music is one that I think has to be one of the biggest things that the site's visited for. Yeah. So in the future, I'm kind of seeing as it just growing stronger, if anything. And you know, I'd love to be able to predict the future, but I have no idea. You know,
really?
I
You can't predict the future?
No, I can write a song about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I was gonna say I need to be a YouTube musician. I'm in the wrong area.
I think you're doing pretty fantastically.
I'm kidding.
Okay, good.
I'm owning this niche.
That's right, you are. I can't own this niche, so
interviewing people.
Someone's got to do it.
I appreciate.
I wanted to be a host for a long time. I think it'd be great.
I think people with good personalities can be a host.
It is
You
my
could be
dream.
any type of person. You can be a musician. You could be a tech person. You could be a filmmaker.
Jewish Canadian.
You could be a Jewish Canadian, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
If you are yourself.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to, I think that's my dream, is to be a late night host someday.
Ooh.
And maybe play in the band too, you know, maybe do everything. Hey everybody, so I have one next up. I'm still in shock about it all.
Yeah, where do you see yourself? Where is this all
late
heading
night
for
host.
you?
I just told you.
I'm not a good listener, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to release an album soon, and I really hope that YouTube, this is the other thing I was going to talk about, is that, you know, as YouTube expands with its music and stuff, I'm really, really hoping that it's going to make room for everyone and not just make it exclusive to sort of the bigger artists that can afford to be bigger, you know, because that is a big part of YouTube, are all the emerging artists and all the people that are still in front of the camera with just a guitar and no microphone, you know, that those people will always exist, and I hope that YouTube's always going to be a place where that can always be discovered.
And underneath the pounds of makeup and your baby blue eyes.
Jimmy Wong. It was a pleasure having you here today and hearing your story and inspirational thoughts for all you musicians and content creators out there. Of course, check back next week for another great Partners project. And thanks for watching.
Not as great as this one.
But not as great as this one.
But no offense to the next person. I'm sure you're great.
Exactly. You rock. Thanks. Thanks for watching another episode of Partners Project. Subscribe to Jimmy Wong right here. Subscribe to us right here. For outtakes from this episode, go right here. And of course, stay tuned next week for another Partners Project on Thursday. See you soon.